Be able to do them and complete them.
Name.
Okay, you're good to go.
My name is Afidra Ronald. I have been duly nominated as an aspiring candidate under National Resistance Movement for Lower Mali County, that is in Mali district. I'm so excited that the journey for the second term to represent the people of Lower Mali has started, and therefore been given a go-ahead to go and communicate to my constituency about what is it that I stand for. But allow me to speak a few things. One, Mario Kolo, for the past 4 years, has seen a demonstrable achievements. I want to start with the fact that we never had the power. Now we have electricity. Out of my 7 sub-counties, 4 are already connected to power. In some other parts of this country, power is being taken to the villages. But because we just started this past 4 years, we have power in 4 sub-counties. We are left with 3 sub-counties. I have leftovers of some parishes and some villages in line with the NRA manifesto to be connected to power. I think this over the past few years, 4 years, has been demonstrated. Second, the issue of road. Mariokolo being a very rural district and constituency, we suffer quite a lot of lack of proper road network. Over the past 4 years, we've been able to see, one, Maram road mileage increasing within Lower Mali constituency. I will tell you that in Mariokolo we don't have tarmac, with the exception of 1 kilometer tarmac on a bridge called the Gazi. So our aspirations over the next 5 years to come is that we need to increase the network of Maram road network within my constituency so that the people can access market for their produce. Women can be able to go to the health facilities whereby they can have it faster done. The third issue is the issue of education. In Lower Mali, we have never had high school, senior 5, senior 6. We have 7 administrative units called sub-counties. Government secondary school. I am glad to say that now, as we talk, out of my 7 sub-counties, I have 3 secondary schools in 3 sub-counties. 2 has been given this very term. So we are left with about 2 more sub-counties to receive secondary school. This is a very great achievement so that my people can be able to go to secondary school within my constituency. But another remarkable issue is now on Friday I've been invited as a guest of honor to celebrate the achievement of Ministry of Education giving us the first certificate for high level of learning, that is senior 6, to sit within Mariokolo. Imagine a constituency without senior 5 and senior 6, and this being achieved this last 4 years. Our aspirations is that all the 7 administrative units where we now have 5 secondary schools should be able to have a higher learning of education. The other achievement over the past 4 years is that we've been having the aspiration that no child should study under a tree. Therefore, in most of my primary schools, we've been able to construct through the support and representation that we've done in Parliament, and together with our partners, construct a number of classroom blocks where our children can be able to go and access good education. Coupled with this, the rural schools do have few numbers of teachers in school. And what have we done in the past 4 years? We've been able to advocate to the Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Education has given us more resources to recruit more teachers in our primary schools. So if the number of teachers goes up, like say 12, 13 from the current 7 per school or 9 per school, we'll be able to make an impact in our education system in primary where children can be able to pass in peace so well. The other issue is in health. Our situations in Mariupol, especially lower, is that we're a district without a hospital. And what have we done? We've been able to lobby Ministry of Health to upgrade one of our health centers, that is called Rhino Camp Health Center 4, to a district hospital. And coupled with some of the health center freeze, we are pushing government, and government has accepted to upgrade most of our sub-county health center freeze, health center 2s to health center 3s, and one of the health centers called Oluchobu Health Center 3 to become a health center 4. This makes access to health very well. Our role is to speak on behalf of our people so that the services can go nearer to the people. The last one I want to speak about is poverty. You know, poverty is real, being a rural setup. We're working with government to ensure that the PDM that we aspire for to alleviate poverty in our community can reach to the needy people. I've seen successes being demonstrated in the PDM. And my aspiration is that in this coming term, the concept of PDM, government should be able to continue with, so that people can have access to finances. And if they can have access to finances, they can use it for productive usages. Lastly, I want to speak on corruption. You know, corruption is real in this country. And my focus in this coming term is that we should root out corruption in Mariupol. People who have the right to access certain resources should not be denied. People who are pensioners have never been paid. Teachers who qualified and they're on payroll have never been paid. Construction of different buildings within our community, the quality has not been to that extent. I will cite one of them called Power Seed Secondary School. Government built it at 1.4 billion, not in my term. It was built in the previous term. But when I joined Parliament, I was able to convince Minister of Education to appoint a substantive head teacher that Power Seed Secondary School should start. Much as the construction was done shoddily, and that calls for what? Vigilance from leaders. And therefore corruption being a key issue, whether in the PDM, whether in our road network, whether in any project in our district, we will need to stand and root out corruption. IGG has spoken about corruption in this country and takes you and me and everybody if you want services to be taken nearer to the people and people Ugandans to benefit from. I know this cannot be done by me alone. As people's representative in these past 4 years in Parliament, I've been effectively voicing out the concerns of Lower Madi and Mariupol at large. And this has seen a difference in development, difference in employment in my constituents. So these are some of my aspirations in the coming term that I look forward for. And I'm glad that the people who sent me, I want to appeal to them that another chance has come so that we can continue with our work which we've already started. Thank you so much.
Okay, Honorable, you have not touched about the issues of environment, and yet when you look at Mariupol, the number of people who are burning charcoal there is so high.
Yeah, part of my aspiration, you're right, is the issue of environment. You know, the other time I spoke that charcoal in my district is being burnt because of poverty. If government can provide alternative for poverty alleviation, then the people can be able to move away from charcoal burning to farming. We have vast land. But what we've done, or what we're going to do, is we want to focus on afforestation. Remember I said I've planted trees. I'll continue to aspire for my community to plant trees. And I'm looking forward to UNHCR, where we are host of refugees, to the partners to ensure that the deforestation which has come because of hosting refugees, lack of fuel, we need alternative measures for fuel for our community. And these are the issues that we want to look forward in the coming tenure, that the coverage of forest in my district and my constituents should be able to increase. Thank you so much.
Okay, Honorable, lastly from me, this time there are a number of people who have shown interest to contest against you. According to what does that imply, and also how do you measure yourself out of all those who are competing with you?
You know, Uganda is a democratic country. I'm also NRM. Any person has the right to express his interest or her interest. I am happy a number of people have come to express their interest to serve in the same position. but aware of my performance over a couple of years, the 4 years that I've been in Parliament, the community has seen the difference between the past 5 years of other members of Parliament and my 4 years. And it will be the community to be able to vote for who is the right person to represent them in NRM and in the forthcoming election. So for me, I have no worries, and more so we'll be going for joint campaigns. We'll be able to tell people what we have done. But besides this, we've been able to, it's not our goal, but under social corporate responsibility, we've been able to work with the community in contributing, making churches roofed, in sponsoring kids in school, in